Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is another collections video, sorting through my boxes in my cupboards because not fully unpacked yet, and we've not been living in this house for very long in Australia, so things are still sort of here, there and everywhere. Yeah, rummaging through the boxes, and I found my Geo Pocket Colour collection, so I thought I'd show you guys. This is the boxed console. It's a handheld console from SNK, manufactured and released by SNK in 1998, I think it was. They did release a non-colour version of this. Actually, no, this was released in 1999, if I'm correct, and the non-colour version was released in 1998. Fully backwards compatible, so both consoles play all of the games, albeit the monochrome version will play the games in just black and white, basically. Yeah, so this is boxed. Open up the console. Got some leaflets in there. Don't know how well you can see these. So it's got all of these leaflets, instruction manuals, that sort of thing. There's another one there. Just different languages and stuff like that. Yeah, still in the bag. This one is the clear version of the console. They did release it in many versions, different coloured machines, but this is the clear, transparent. If you look there on the back, there's where you put the coin cell C2032 battery in there, and that saves all of your clock settings and calendar settings, things like that, and it can also run off of two AA batteries in there, or the AC adapter, which this one actually came with. It's got two buttons on there to controller buttons, and the thing I like about this is the clicky joystick, which is very good for the fighting games on the system. Overall, nice little machine. Cartridges obviously slot in the cartridge slot, and yeah, that's the machine. I was really glad to get this boxed, actually. I was really lucky with this machine because I was watching it on eBay, and this was boxed like this with a load of boxed games, and there was a few watchers on it, and no one really bid, so I watched it, and I remember the ending time was a ridiculous time, early hours of the morning, so I made sure that I put a reminder on and everything else, and yeah, it flagged up that it was about to end, the auction was about to end, and there were a couple of bids on it, and the really low bids, so I just put in a bid at the last minute, you know, my maximum bid, and I got the console and a load of box games for, I think it was about £100, something like that, which I think was pretty good, to be honest with you. Anyway, onto the games. This is the first one. This is a great sports game. The actual Neo Turf Masters is actually on the Geo AES and MVS as well, which I think I have it on those systems. Great little golf game if you're into golf. They come in these little clamshell boxes, really nice. If you open it up, you have the manuals in there. Yeah, it's a great little colour manual. Incidentally, in some of these boxes where you've got the manuals, you've got the different language manuals. So yeah, each of these games, or most of them, come with more than one manual, which is really nice. The game cartridge comes in a little plastic case, so I'll take that out. There we go. And there's the cartridge. I won't take all of these games out of the boxes, but just to give you an idea how these games were packaged. I think actually these plastic clamshell boxes the games were only released in these for Japan and Europe. I don't think the Americans, the US, were lucky enough to get the plastic boxes. I think they actually got the cardboard boxes. Could be mistaken there, but you do see the cardboard box games on eBay and the auction sites, and they're usually a lot cheaper. But these games, the clamshell boxes, box games, are the ones that seem to be more sought after. So that's Neo Turf Masters. The next game, sports game, is a football game. Neo Geo Cup 98 Plus. And look at the back. Nice manuals in here. I mean, this comes with, as I was saying earlier, so there's the English manual, and then there's there's a foreign language manual in there. So there's a load of other leaflets in there as well. But yeah, and again the game comes in a little plastic, the plastic holder. So that's that game. Next game, Puzzle Bobble. My sons love this game actually. Really good little puzzle game, especially on the Neo Geo MVS in multiplayer. Me and my boys, we play this game quite a bit. Again, that one's boxed with the manuals and the cartridge. Next game, Pac-Man. Who doesn't know about and like Pac-Man? Brilliant game. Again, my boys like this. Again, comes with the manuals and the cartridge. Next game, one of my favourites on the AES and MVS, Metal Slug First Mission. This is a run and gun shooter basically. This version on the Neo Geo Pocket really has got some sort of platform elements, but it is pretty good. It's a toned down version of the AES and MVS version, but it's still pretty good, to be honest with you. I like it. Again, comes with the manuals. Right, on to some fighters. Samurai Showdown 2. Brilliant game, plays superbly on this system. Because of the micro switch joystick, the clicky joystick, you can actually do all the special moves on this. So the fireball motions and the dragon punch motions can all be carried out pretty easily on the controller. Again, that's boxed and complete. Next one, Fatal Fury First Contact. Again, this is a really good game. Has virtually all the moves from the AES and MVS versions. It's amazing what they actually fit on a cartridge. But again, the manuals and the game cartridge. What I like about these games as well is on the cover you've got the meg count there. This one's 16 meg. I love it when they put that on games, to be honest with you. Really good. But yeah, that's Fatal Fury. Next one, King of the Fighters R2. Again, really good game. Fighters play really well on this system. Comes with all the manuals again, and the cartridge. And my last box game is Biomotor Unitron, and this is an RPG game actually. I've not actually played it a lot, but this was included. All these box games were in the auction, eBay auction, with the console, with the handheld console, and like I said, I got it all pretty cheap, I think. But yeah, this game is boxed and complete, the manual and the cartridge. So yeah, I will at some point get round to playing that game more. And then we have the unboxed games. They're in the little plastic cases. But yeah, I just picked these up as I went along, saw them cheap on the auction sites. But yeah, so first one, Metal Slug Second Mission. So there were 2 Metal Slug games released on the Neo Geo Pocket, and this is the second one. In my opinion, it's better than the first one. Just plays better. I think if you complete the game, which I haven't, you get a special character, extra character. Maybe one day I will complete it. That's that one. Next one, Baseball Stars. One of my favourite games on the Neo Geo AES and MVS. Really enjoyable game. Don't fully understand the rules of baseball, but I love playing it. And this is a good version of the game. Next one, Last Blade. Really good fighter. Again, one of my favourites on the Neo Geo MVS. Last Blade and Last Blade 2, superb games. And this is really good as well. Puzzle Bobble, which I don't know why I've got an unboxed version of this game as well as the box version, but for some reason I have, so there's that one. The next games, Card Fighters Clash. Now these are like card battling, card trading games. There's 2 versions released. Here we go. SNK versus Capcom. So this one here is the SNK card fighting version. So I think it's just very different variations with the cards. And this one is SNK versus Capcom, the Capcom card fighting version. So I've got both versions there. Not really played them a hell of a lot. I'm not really into card trading games, but I've played them a little bit. Next one is Match of the Millennium, SNK versus Capcom. Again, another SNK versus Capcom game, but this is a conventional one-on-one fighter. Really good game. Really wanted to have a box copy of this game, but it can go for quite a bit of money. Same with Last Blade, so I had to make do with unboxed copies of these games. The next one, Pocket Tennis. So just a tennis game. I like playing tennis games, especially in against another human opponent. When you play the computer, though, tennis games can sometimes be really difficult, but still an enjoyable game. And the next one is Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure. So yeah, Sega actually released their Sonic the Hedgehog. They supported the Neo Geo Pocket. I think they're one of the only third-party manufacturers that actually did. But yeah, they released this Sonic game, and pretty good. And the last game that I have for the Neo Geo Pocket is Dark Arms Beast Buster. This is actually a sequel to the arcade Hyper Neo Geo 64 rail shooter Beast Busters, but this one obviously isn't a rail shooter. It's an action RPG game, and it's a pretty good game, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've played this one quite a bit, and I really enjoy it. But anyway, guys, that's my Neo Geo Pocket Colour collection. Hope you enjoyed the video, and what I think I'll do is I'll add on some gameplay from a few of these games. I'm not sure how well it will show on the video because of the screen on these Neo Geo Pocket Colours. They're not backlit, so you have to play in a well lit area, which is why I'm in my I thought I'd film this video in my dining room at the moment, which is more light than in the theatre room theatre games room where I usually film my videos. I will try to film the screen, and hopefully you guys will be able to get an idea how these games look on the system. But yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another video.